What's up, sports fans? Schultzy's card pulls back with another recap of a Target.com sports card restock. This one happening Wednesday, September 22nd, seeming to be a trend of Wednesdays lately on Target.com. Let's just get right into it. We'll show you the sports card drop calendar here on Schultzy's card pulls. You see the last 3 weeks at Target.com have been Wednesday drops, and this morning started very early. 4:08 Pacific time is when we saw stuff loaded on the back end, and you can see tons of stuff coming out to a lot of different boxes to grab this morning. Select basketball, Donruss football, prestige football hangers, some Chronicles football draft picks blasters even showing up again, which I thought was kind of odd. And then also some select football hangers. Again, we saw those a couple weeks ago as in-store pickups. And then opening day baseball blasters from 2021, also in-store pickups. Super weird. So all this loading on the back end at 4:08 and Target making everybody wait. I mean, we had over 2,000 people in the live stream, and everybody was waiting for about half an hour for stuff to go live on the front end. And finally at 4:38 a.m. Pacific time, select basketball blasters went live. However, there were only about 13,000. So those in stock for maybe a couple of minutes tops, because they were trying to drop them in waves, Target.com was, but it really didn't do anything anyways. The bots pretty much ate all of those up because there was such a low stock. However, next up, about 3 or 4 minutes after the select basketball blasters went out of stock, Donruss football blasters at about 4:44, 4:45 went in stock. There were a ton of those, actually, over 54,000 Donruss football blasters. And that was an insane stock. And let me tell you, a bunch of people in the chat scored, and we're talking multiple blasters each. So it just goes to show you, when there are these bigger numbers of stocks on Target.com, usually that bodes better for manual users. And we'll talk again, actually, about both of these products being red card exclusives again. So that was definitely something to watch out for. 2 weeks, there were no red card exclusives, and any product could be bought with any card. But then all of a sudden this week, select basketball and Donruss football were red card exclusives. It was very odd. And after the two best products dropped, we saw a slew of other stuff, and actually some things I think that you should pick up if you're just looking for something to rip. 2021 prestige football hangers. They went live at about 5:05 a.m. Pacific time. They are still in stock as of taping this video. And then right after that, some Chronicles Draft Picks football blasters going live at 5:10, still in stock as of this taping also. And then another random select football hanger in-store pickup restock, basically sprinkled around the country, a few different random spots around the U.S., getting select football hangers available for in-store pickup. A couple of mine, I believe a couple people in Minnesota in my chat were the ones that scored those. So definitely not many that scored those, but if you did, congratulations. Same story with the Topps opening day blasters. The baseball blasters that were running $9.99 coming out earlier this year were available for an in-store random restock, available at different parts around the U.S. Very encouraging this week, like I said. A ton of manual users hitting, especially the Donruss football blasters. I did see a couple people saying that they hit select basketball manually, but it was in and out of stock very quickly, even in waves. I had it in my cart like 3 times, but was unable to get it. I wasn't even going for the max of 5. I was going for like 2 or 3 select basketball blasters. Still wasn't able to get any, but that's unfortunately how it goes. But it was encouraging to see a lot of manual users hitting the very high stock of Donruss football blasters. Like I've said in the past, you got to have at least a number of about 20,000 boxes or more for manual users really to have a chance at scoring boxes on a Target.com restock. And I love it when Target loads up big products that are, like PRIZM or Optic. If they're going to plan on doing that, loading up 40 or 50,000 boxes with the highly sought after releases, I would definitely be a fan of that. And I think that would be one way that Target could try to combat the bots. So I really hope they do that going forward. Just something that I've noticed, that the bigger numbers of boxes, the manual users really have a better chance to score. One big thing I noticed this week, red card exclusive items were back. Select basketball and Donruss football After 2 weeks of not having any red card exclusive items on Target.com, they brought it back and decided to make the two most sought after products for this week's restock, which were the first two to go, made them red card exclusives again. Don't be discouraged. Just because bots score 1 week does not mean that they are going to score the next. And just because they got all the select blasters this week does not mean they're going to be successful next week. Things happen, and you've seen it kind of go nebulous week to week. We've been successful, and we haven't. But a lot of people were still successful this week buying some Donruss blasters, and I am super happy about that. It was definitely a weird stock week, and I really hope Target drops more boxes next week. However, we're kind of in between releases right now, so I'm not convinced that's going to happen. We're probably going to see more Donruss, probably going to see more Select. Maybe we'll see some Optic Basketball. Maybe. But that's it for the recap for this week's Target.com sports card restock. Lots of stuff for people to get, and hopefully we'll see some more stuff next week, but no Optic Basketball dropping, and red card exclusives were back. Definitely big takeaways. Looking forward to next week's Target.com restock. I'll be back next Tuesday morning. Thank you all so much for watching. Click on the video popping up on the screen right now. I'll explain to you why I think the Fanatics sports card takeover is a good thing.